Hello again, everyone. Michael here with Felicity, November 8033 Foxtrot, a Cessna flight training device that I built right here at home. It is Sunday, the 6th of April, 2025. I do hope you are all well and safe wherever you may be around the world today. Well, welcome back to the channel. This flight is going to be very similar to the Sim and Fun event that we flew last month on the Pilot Edge network. Today we're actually going to be flying on the VATSIM network, so it's sort of a kind of a tandem, same style type of event. With the biggest difference is VATSIM uses their own controllers, whereas Pilot Edge was fortunate to get some of the NACTA controllers to operate in their event. It has been a little bit since we flew, so we are going to have to do a full walk around of the aircraft once we get to it. But I want to quickly go ahead and discuss the NOTAM. Again, this is going to be a very similar in style to the Real World Sun and Fun event NOTAM, with some obvious differences pertaining to the simulation aspect of it. Importantly, we are going to have to file a VFR flight plan with all the necessary information required prior to our departure, to include call sign, aircraft type, nav equipment, and in the remarks section, we're going to have to put Sun and Fun flying with or without real world weather. Today we're going to be using real world weather throughout the duration. They're going to want to know the main colors of our plane and parking preference. So that's going to be the most important aspects, that we get our flight plan filed properly. We're not going to file IFR. We're going to be VFR departing out of Winter Haven Regional. So we're going to kind of ignore the IFR stuff. Do not make unnecessary radio calls. We already kind of are aware of that. It's a daytime VFR event, so we are aware of that as well. After landing, we will be monitoring the ground frequency. They encourage us not to disconnect to enjoy watching other traffic land, or to depart and refly the arrival. And that's going to be our plan. We're going to fly this arrival as many times as we can within the time that we have available this evening. Runway 0523 is closed. No side-by-sides. All inbound traffic will need to be single file. We'll listen to our call out by either type and color or to squawk ident. Please do not speak on frequency. Okay. Standard issue stuff here. All single engine prop aircraft can expect runway 10 left at 28 right for landing. We're going to skip over the IFR arrival. Okay, Lake Parker arrival procedure. This isn't anything new to us. This is essentially going to be a bit of review. The first transition that we'll probably be flying to is Fantasy of Flight. If it's real busy, they may push us out to the middle of nowhere transition, but I would anticipate Fantasy of Flight, FSY, being our initial. But these are essentially GPS fixes that we would be flying along from middle of nowhere, Fantasy of Flight, over to the test track facility, Lake Parker, and then down to the airport. Ensure landing lights are on and transponder is in VFR mode Charlie. Monitor the arrival ATIS. Goes into talk about aircraft speeds and altitudes based on your aircraft type. And a little bit of discussion here about the transitions that we would possibly be using today. Okay. Circle counterclockwise around Lake Parker if we need to hold. If instructed to break off and start over, we'll make a right turn to the north. Okay. Once again, do not reply to ATC on frequency unless explicitly asked to do so. So I'm not sure if we're going to be getting the right downwind or the left downwind today. We'll find that out once we get into the air. Taxiway Alpha has been converted into runway 10 left, 28 right, specifically for Sun and Fun, and there are 2 dots on that taxiway, one being green and one being orange. Either of those will be our possible touchdown point. Pattern is very busy. Listen to ATC. Paradise City arrival, we're not going to have to worry about that one, or the Warbird arrival. Departing Lakeland. Before taxiing, monitor Lakeland departure for taxi information. Then when ready to taxi, contact ground control. Keep in mind, you can expect delays for inbound traffic or expect to taxi through the grass to keep the flow moving. After departure, proceed straight out for 3 miles before proceeding on course. So after 3 miles, we can go ahead and rejoin the arrival from whatever the transition in effect happens to be at the time. We will not be explicitly told to change to advisory, so once we are 3 miles out, we may do so at discretion. If we wish to rejoin the arrival from the beginning, we can do so once we are past the 3 nautical mile point. That goes on to provide a little bit of information about the video of the arrival procedure. It provides the VATSIM ATC frequencies we're going to need today, and then a little bit more about scenery available for this event. And those using default X-Plane are going to need this GPS fix to provide 3 of those 4 GPS waypoints for X-Plane, because unfortunately they are not included in the default X-Plane navigation database for some unusual, odd reason. So kind of a condensed briefing compared to the real world one, but it does have all of the information that we're going to need today. So that being said, we do have our NOTAM in hand. So I think we can go ahead and head to the aircraft, get our birds started up. We're going to try and bring Shirley along for the ride with us today. That is our AI co-pilot. And we will see you over at the aircraft momentarily. Thanks for coming in today. I'll see you soon.
tuned the physics. Now let's see if you can tune the flying. Ready when you are.
Alright, hello everyone and welcome aboard Felicity. My name is Michael. I will be your pilot today for Sun and Fun, departing out of Winter Haven, flying to Lakeland. And hey Shirley, how are you today? It's been a long time.
Hey Ethan, welcome back. Shirley here in a Cessna 172 SP. Assistant mode active. I hear you're headed to Lakeland. That'll be KLAL. Been too long indeed. Let me check the weather there.
Alright Shirley, you check the weather. I'm going to go ahead and start our pre-flight walk around.
Copy that. Doing your weather while you walk around. KLAL. Weather is VFR. Wind 270 at 12 knots. Visibility 10. Broken clouds at 7,000. Temperature 31. Dew point 20. Altimeter 29.96.
Thank you for that information, Shirley. You can go ahead and mute yourself. I'll let you know when I need you.
Roger that. Going into standby. Just say Shirley when you need me.
Okay.
Muted.
Okay, let's get some switches on here. Battery, alternator, beacon, landing, taxi, nav, strobe, pitot heat. Let's get some flaps down. And let's go ahead and do a quick walk around here. Our baggage door is secure. Left rudder cable is tight. Elevator and rudder are free and correct. Beacon and anti-collision light are working. It's kind of hard to tell in the daytime, but believe me, they are working. The right rudder cable is tight. VOR and navigation antennas are in place there. Right flap is good. Our right aileron is free and correct. We have a working strobe on the right with a green nav light. Take a look at our right main landing gear, and that looks good. No signs of fluid leaks. Our front gear looks good. The strut has plenty of height there. It's not collapsed. The exhaust is secure. Prop and spinner look good. No signs of chips or cracking. Our static source is free and clear. Pitot tube is warm to the touch, so we can get our pitot heat off. Stall horn, taxi light, and landing light are working, so we can get those off of there. We have a strobe on the left with a red nav light, so those lights are working. We can get those off. The left flap is tight. The left aileron is free and correct. We'll take a look at our left main gear. That looks good, no signs of fluid leaks. And our fuel caps are installed and streamlined. So everything looks good to go. I'm going to go ahead and use the iPad instructor station real quick so we can go ahead and fill up both wings because I forgot to do so back in the FBO there. Okay, wait. Let's go ahead and fill up the left tank, or fill up the right tank. Okay, looks good. Okay, fuel is good. Everything else is good there. We've got our NOTAM. We need to quickly do a flight plan on the VATSIM network. So let me just switch over here and we'll do this real quick from my iPad. Okay, final flight plan, November 8033 Foxtrot. We are VFR. We are type 172, lightweight category. We have equipment Golf slant G with our GPS. Departure, GIF, off block time, let's just say 2240. Gives us about 10 minutes or so. Altitude, honestly, is going to be about 1,200 feet. No sense in really going any higher than the assigned altitude for the arrival, which is going to be 1,200 feet. Airspeed, we're going to put 100 knots, which is the required airspeed on the arrival. Lakeland, Florida. Not going to put an alternate in route time. I'm just going to put in 30 minutes or so. Fuel endurance, we're going to have 3 hours and 45 minutes on board. Route details, just going to put in VFR for the route details. And this is the important section, the remarks. And it wants to know, let's see, did the nav remarks. Sun and fun. Then it wants to say slash. We're going to put live weather, purple and white. That's our primary and secondary colors. And then I'm going to put the Twitch channel name in here. Actually, let's see. It wants to know parking too, which I don't know why, but we're just gonna put FBO. Then we'll put the Twitch channel name in here. Okay, I think everything's good there. Okay, sun and fun, live weather, purple and white, FBO parking. Everything's good, VFR, aircraft type. Alright, let's file that flight plan. And flight plan is filed, everything is good there. Okay, and now let's go ahead and we will put our transitions in here, just so we're kind of one step ahead. Flight plan is going to be GIF, and then we're going to put VPMNO, VPFSY, Fantasy of Flight, VPTCK, Suntrax, and then VP KER, like Parker, and then Lakeland. Okay. We'll go ahead and pack for this. And while that's doing that, we'll go ahead and get our bird fired up here. Exterior walk around was good. Baggage door, okay, final walk around was good. Passenger briefing, we're just going to real quickly go over the safety acronym, which stands for seat belts, air vents, fire extinguisher, traffic and talking, exits, and if you have any questions. Takt time, 8.5, circuit breakers are all in, and alternate static air is in. Okay. We will move right along to our startup checklist seat track. Let me get scooted up here so I can reach the flight controls. Alright, it feels good there. Okay. Where else are we at? Avionics are off, carb heat is off, mixture needs to go full rich. Throttle slight. Let's get 3 on the engine primer. Let's pull it out and slowly push it back in. Slowly pull it out, let it fill it up with fuel, and then slowly push it back in. Let's go 3. It's kind of warm down here, but we haven't fired it up in a minute, so let's just get 3 shots of primer in there. Okay, primer's in and locked, brakes are on. Alright, here we go. Clear prop. We are clear in the left, clear right, clear front, and clear behind us. Mags are going to go to start. Right away I'm looking for oil pressure and engine RPM. Alright, engine RPM is alive. We do have oil pressure. So that's good to go there. Let's go ahead and get our taxi and landing lights on while we're here on the ground so we can be seen. And I'll go ahead and lean us out just a little bit here on the ground. And that completes our startup checklist. I am using the new beta version of X-Plane 12.2.0. Hopefully everything flows smoothly. All of my testing earlier seems to go well. But this will be my first public live stream with that beta. So I'm kind of excited to actually check it out in the full simulator as opposed to just doing my internal testing. Okay, seatbelts. Let's get seatbelts on. Flaps coming up. Avionics going on. Bus 1. Bus 2. Okay. Transponders, get that on mode Charlie. Alright. What do we got next here? Altimeter, ATIS and altimeter. Hey Shirley, can you pull me the weather at Kilo Golf India Foxtrot?
Checking Winter Haven's weather for you now. KGIF weather. Wind 230 at 9 knots. Visibility 10. Few clouds at 6,500. Temperature 32. Dew point 18. Altimeter 29.96.
29er at 906 for the altimeter, sets field elevation right around 150 feet or so, and I think that's pretty accurate, 146. So we have some good weather information. Thanks for providing that to me, Shirley. And then, let's see. With those winds, we're going to want runway 29er, which from
Departure runway 29.
here. Let's see. Airport 9.
Would you like taxi?
Yeah, let's go ahead and give me some taxi instructions there, Shirley. Let's see what you can do.
Turn right 60 degrees for runway 29. Taxi via the ramp and taxiways. Caution, I can't provide specific taxiway routing without an airport diagram, but I'll help monitor wingtip clearance.
Alright, Shirley, that's fair enough. Go ahead and mute yourself for now.
Muted.
Alright, frequencies. This is what I need here. So the Lake Parker arrival, I want to get that on, let's see. Let's just do this. 118.025. That's going to be the Sun and Fun ATIS. We're going to set that up on COM 2. Okay. Ground for Sun and Fun, we won't worry about that. The Lake Parker arrival is 124.5. Okay.
All aircraft maintain 100 knots at 1,200 feet,
then
150 knots at 1,700 feet if unable.
Winter Haven, CTAF, 123.05. Get that on active. Alright, so we got Winter Haven, CTAF active. We have the Lake Parker arrival on standby, so COM 1 is set to go. We have the Sun and Fun ATIS on standby and COM 2. And what else do we might want to listen to or to have on standby there? Don't think there's going to be anything really necessary for that. Okay, let's go ahead and get parking brake off. I think that's off. Okay. Alright. Are we ready to go other than that? I think so. We might just take an intersection departure. Actually, we'll just take runway 23, it's fine. The winds aren't going to be that terrible. Alright. Okay, CTAF. Winter Haven traffic, Skyhawk 8033 Foxtrot is at the north ramp. We're going to be taxiing runway 23 via Foxtrot, Winter Haven. Okay, got a jet there. Let's turn to the left. And then we can see my lovely Winter Haven Sun and Fun scenery renditions here. All these aircraft and people staying. We got some tents pitched. One 24500. Let's monitor the arrival so we know which transition real quick while we have Winter Haven on active.
System excellent flight a mile due east of the North Shore Power Plant with the white stroke. As you approach the stacks, look for other aircraft in the vicinity to follow. Do not fly side by side. Remain 1/2 mile in trail of the aircraft you are following. When you're over the stacks, you should be on a heading of 270. Turn your landing lights on, lower your landing gear, and squawk standby. Maintain 100 knots at 1,200 feet. If unable, maintain 150 knots at 1,700 feet. Towards the power plant on a westbound heading until reaching the Interstate Highway I-4. turn southwestbound and follow the Interstate Highway I-4 for approximately 3 miles. Look for the golf course on your left, and then you'll be 3.5 miles north of the Lakeland Airport. Immediately after passing the golf course, turn left and slide southbound direct toward Lakeland Airport. The ball-shaped water tower to your right and the wedding cake tower to your left. Monitor Lakeland Tower on 135.225. Follow all instructions from ATC and ensure it's left close downwind flowing to your left. Use caution and do not encroach on the parallel final to lane traffic. Welcome to the show. Welcome to Southern Flight 2025. Enjoy the procedure from Fantasy of Flight or middle of nowhere. Find an aircraft of similar type and speed to follow.
Alright, Fantasy of Flight is what it is. Okay, let's do a run up, get that out of the way. Brakes are on, fuel's on both. Trim. Interesting. Alright, let me go check something real quick. Let's get my trim wheel working. Stein, good evening. Welcome in. Need to, I'm working on, my trim wheel kinda came undone here, so I need to plug this thing back in. Okay, there it is. I was doing some work behind the panel here earlier today, so I think I just bumped out the USB cord. Debug that later. Or is it good to go now? Nope. Alright. We'll figure that out later. Okay. Alright, so I have elevator trim on my yoke, so that's not gonna keep us from making this flight. I'm just gonna have to figure that out, or what's going on with that later. Okay, but we were on our run-up checklist. Trim, what our indicator is set for takeoff there. Flight controls down on the right, up on the left, down on the left, up on the right. Elevator, rudder, good to go there. Okay, mixture's in for best power, primers in and locked. 1600, here we go. mag, there's a drop. Back to both. Right mag, there's a drop. Let's get back to both. Carb heat, there's a drop. Carb heat off. Suction's in the green. Oil pressure and oil temperature look good. We've got good fuel flow. Alright, let's go ahead and idle back here and check our throttle friction. And that feels good. No traffic on our forward flight here. It haven't heard anybody call. Alright, I think we're ready to go. Winter Haven traffic, Skyhawk 803 Foxtrot. We're going to be taking runway 23, left turn out, Winter Haven. Strobes going on. Let's go ahead and turn our navigation lights on just for a little bit of extra lighting, just in case. Heading indicator to compass. Let's grab center line. And here we go. Full power. Ease it in there slowly. Airspeed's coming up. We're in the green. Airspeed's alive. Let's rotate. Alright, we have positive rate. Those clouds sure do look nice. I will say that much.
Nice takeoff roll. I'll keep an eye on traffic and monitor your left turnout. Want me to set up the Lake Parker arrival into Lakeland for you?
No, Shirley, I'll go ahead and handle that. The transition's going to be a Fantasy of Flight, VP FSY, so that's where we're headed.
Roger that. You've got the nav. Just let me know if you need anything.
Will do, Shirley. Greatly appreciate it. Okay, interesting.
Roger that. Looking good on your climbing left turn. Just a heads up, might want to hit that peak toe heat since we're airborne now.
I don't know why I'm not hearing the arrival ATIS now. Let's try another frequency. Alright, let's try 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do a radio test that way. Testing. Testing. Okay, so what's going on with that? For some reason, audio, hello. Alright, I have to apologize, but this is going to be important for me to try and figure out, because for some reason, I've lost VATSIM. So I'm going to set autopilot for an altitude hold of 1200. And for a heading hold of about 020-ish for now. Then I need to figure out why I don't have VATSIM. Mic is on, COM 1, COM 2. Says we're transmitting audio, hello. And it doesn't seem to be hearing myself. Alright, I think I figured it out. Roger, thank you. Who was listening to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Alright, so I got that figured out. Let's get back onto the Lake Parker ATIS, which was 124.5.
We'll pick you guys up over the power plant. We'll pick you guys up. Do not call us. We'll call you.
Alright, let's make our way towards Fantasy of Flight.
You guys are maintaining your speed and altitude. Maintain your speed and altitude until you get to Lakeland or Tower. This allows you when to start descending and when to enter the downwind. Cessna high wing over the power plant, 700 feet, rock your wing. Good rock, Cessna, good rock. Great job, welcome to Sun and Fun. You can fly directly westbound, showing the I-4. Everybody's doing a terrific job so far, you guys are amazing. Welcome to Sun and Fun, guys. Thanks for flying in. On making it a great event so far. Good job. All aircraft running the procedure at Fantasy of Flight, middle of nowhere, or Lake Parker. Make sure you guys find a similar aircraft type to follow. 100,000, 1,200 feet, guys. 100,000, 1,200 feet. Once you're along the I-4, look for the golf course on your left. You'll fly the I-4 for approximately 3 miles. Once you see the golf course, you'll turn southbound. And Tower will pick you up, guys, about that point. Everybody plan for 28 right, 28 right. It's going to be in a taxiway.
Alright.
Got a Cessna high wing. Cessna high wing just over from the power plant. Rock your wing.
We're making our way to Fantasy of Flight right now.
Good rock, I got you, thanks. You can fly westbound, join the I-4, good job. Got a Sears low wing over flying the power plant, rock your wing. Good rock, Sears, good rock. You can fly westbound, join the I-4, westbound. job, Steer. Good job, Cessna. You guys are looking great.
Well, other than our audio issues that I had in my trim wheel that's messing up for some reason, X-plane itself is working decently so far. I mean, we were able to take off. The clouds are looking good. I don't see any sort of artifacting or anything like that. Yeah, X-plane itself is looking really good. So we're going to head here to Fantasy of Flight and then proceed southwestbound to the SunTrax test facility.
Along the I-4, Commander Tower 135.225. Welcome to Sun and Fun, guys. All aircraft joining, inbound Lakeland joining the procedure from Fantasy of Flight or middle of nowhere. If you guys are choosing a similar aircraft type to follow, if you guys got airplanes around you, make sure you guys follow 100 knots, 1,200 feet. If unable, maintain 150 knots at 1,700 feet. All aircraft should have their landing lights on and landing gear down, approaching Lake Parker. Again, landing lights on and landing gear down.
That shouldn't be a problem for us because our gear is fixed and welded, but our landing light is on. Hey Shirley, are you ready to head to one of the busiest aviation events in the United States, if not the world?
You bet. Sun and Fun is always a blast, and surely you'll appreciate
Great job, everybody. Everybody's looking fantastic.
Just don't buzz the warbirds, or we'll both be in trouble.
Yeah, no buzzing the warbirds is correct. Alright, gonna be left to heading 209er.
Roger, turning left at 209. Heads up, your pitot heat is still off with temps around 28 C. Want me to keep monitoring our Fantasy of Flight approach?
Yep, and I went ahead and got the pitot heat on. Melvin, hello, welcome on in.
Roger that. I see you've got the pitot heat now. Standing by to help with the arrival.
Hey Shirley, the arrival's gonna be pretty busy, so I just need you to kind of remain quiet and mute yourself, and I'll let you know when I need you.
Great job, Sears, great job.
Chip Pilot Cinnamon, hello, welcome on in. Okay, we're indicating 100 knots. Our ground speed's about 90 knots.
Red and white low wing, red and white low wing, rocky wing. Good rock, low wing. Fly directly westbound, 270 heading to intercept the I-4. Great job, guys. Everybody's doing a terrific job. Welcome to Sun and Fun.
Alright, so the Dragway Raceway testing facility, we're about to fly directly over that. SunTrax. Right to heading 252. Now.
Red and white low wing, once you're along the I-4, you can monitor our tower again, 135.22. Good luck with Sun and Fun, good luck. All aircraft approaching Lakeland from the arrival, middle of nowhere, or Fantasy of Flight. Once you guys get over the power plant, we'll call you, do not call us. Everybody's doing a terrific job so far, guys, keep it up. High wing over the power plant, rock your wing. Good rock, high wing, good rock. You can fly directly westbound, join the I-4. Great job, stuff. Welcome to Sun and Fun.
I did not check to see if the power plant, since we're not using pilot edge scenery, we're using VATSIM
3 miles.
and
3 miles along the I-4. Look for the
the
golf
linked
course,
scenery,
left. Once you reach the golf course,
but I didn't
fly
actually
directly
see if the power
southbound
plant was
toward a
modeled.
V-shaped building.
We're using Sim Heaven, so I'm sure we should be able to figure it out.
Make sure you guys, once you make that left-hand turn at the golf course directly southbound,
But we do have at least that GPS fix that we can use, even if we can't actually identify the power plant.
On your left. Ball-shaped tower on your right, weather gate tower on your left. Great job, Cecily, great job. Once you're along the I-4, you can monitor Lakeland Tower 135.2. Great job.
Now I do know that the ball-shaped building and the wedding cake tower are modeled in here, so that shouldn't be an issue.
All aircraft go to the procedure at Lake Parker or Sanity of Flight. Make sure you guys are choosing a similar aircraft and type to follow. All aircraft maintain 100 knots, 1,200 feet. If unable, maintain 150 knots at 1,700 feet. Everybody's doing a great job so far.
Well, I do see the power plant. It's not modeled as good as the other power plant. I think it's a Sim Heaven model actually, but it's sufficient enough for what we need to visualize it. And then let's get tower on standby. 135.225.
Great job, everybody. Great job. Got a purple and white high wing over the power plant, rocket wing. Good rock, high wing. Good rock. Welcome to Sun and Fun. Great job. You can fly westbound. Enjoy the I-4. Got a high wing caravan over the power plant, rocket wing. Good rock, caravan, good rock. Fly directly westbound, join the I-4. Welcome to Sun and Fun. Good job. $1,700 feet, caravan. 1,700 feet, please. 150 knots.
Alright, I-4 is coming up right here. We're going to follow that down. Switch over to tower.
Okay, I'll fix it.
And go back to the lake, please, and then I'll talk to you in a bit. Let's see, who's next? Highway on the north-south road, rocket wing. Good rock, my guy, good rock. Enter the right downwind 28 right, 28 right, green dot, your clear to land. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Sun and Fun. If you're just joining in, remember, no side-by-side. No side-by-side, front to back, please. 172
Traffic.
on runway 5, you ready to go?
Yep.
The high wing on runway 5, runway 28 left, clear for takeoff. The kid spots joining, are you departing? The white kid spots are joining runway 5 now, are you departing? I guess not. There you go, high wing. Keep it nice and tight on that base. You can turn your base turn now, right, and begin that approach. And your green dot, you're clear to land for the high wing. Green dot, clear to land for the high wing. The KGIF-KLAL on runway 5, you ready for takeoff?
We're ready.
KGIF-KLAL runway 28 left, quick takeoff.
Take out 2 left.
Don't read it back.
Alright, there's the white ball. Cake tower.
Beautiful downwind leg, high wing. Keep it going. You're going to the green dot. Green dot, you're clear to land. You'll have traffic departing on the parallel, so be advised for that. Please keep it nice and tight on that sweep right.
Let's find that cake tower.
Did the KGIF-KLAL just go airborne at like 100 feet? That's
What they do.
That is impressive. Oh,
Okay.
the high wing. What happened to the high wing? You're going to the green dot, high wing, green dot, 28 right, green dot, clear to land, 28 right, green dot.
I think some people don't realize.
Alright, there's the cake tower.
Right.
There's the white ball. Alright, here's the north-south
That's why
road.
the NOTAM has the scenery. The high wing, you're landing on the wrong runway, you're landing on 28 left, you're going to the green dot on 28 right, green dot on 28 right, clear to land, green dot 28 right, clear to land. Guys, read the NOTAM, please.
The
High
amount
wing on the north-south road, rock your wings.
that doesn't surprise me that there'd be someone who didn't read the
90 on
note.
the turn, good rock, keep it coming, 28 right, actually 28 left. Let's do 28 left for that high wing because it's a high end flat. The high wing on the downwind, I need you to slow down because I need you to tighten your base turn. 28 left, clear to land. High wing on the base, turn your final as soon as practical. 28 left, clear to land, please make it fast and slow down. That was kind of
Calvin, what's a NOTAM?
Make it fast and slow down.
Alright, there's our V-shaped building.
High wing on 28 right, roll all the way to the end, vacant left. Welcome to the show. High wing on the north-south road, rock your wings. Good rock, my guy, good rock. 28 right, green dot, 28 right, your clear to land. Beautiful downwind for that 208 coming in on final there. 28 left, you're clear to land. 28 left, clear to land. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Sun and Fun. If you're just tuning in, we're landing the 28 today. If you're high and fast, you're going to get 28 left. If you're slow and slow, you're going to get 28 right. 100 knots, 1,200 feet.
Alright, power's gonna come out, carpet's gonna come on, mixture's gonna go full rich. We've got the green dot.
The NOTAM says that explicitly, I always forget. And 1,700 feet. If you're neither of those, you're gonna get 2,200 feet.
In the white oak, let's get flaps 10.
And 28 left. And you're gonna fly independently. You're not gonna fly the Lake Parker or right. No side-by-side, front to back only. Please find somebody, follow them in. If you're going to depart, just call me with your aircraft type and a holding chair of the runway. The highway that just landed 28 left, high speed to the end, please. Roll all the way to the end, high speed to the end. And once you land, please vacate, roll all the way to the end in the runway, and then vacate to the left, and then call ground and let them know where you're parking today. Just aircraft type and parking, don't tell your life story or a call. High wing there on that base, that was the pretty neat base, like 28 right, green dot, clear to land. 28 right, green dot, clear to land. The Cirrus on the north-south road, rock your wings. Good rock, Cirrus, good rock. Slow down, you're high and fast, it shouldn't be that way. Slow down, I'll send you back, and then 28 right, orange dot, 28 right, orange dot. Are you sure you're gonna make it? Talk to me, Cirrus, you're gonna make it?
Over, I am. The NOTAM says 150 and 1,700 until you tell me to descend.
Yeah, but you're a single engine prop, so it's 1,200 and 100 knots.
I can't do that reasonably.
On an FR-22?
Not comfortably, anyway. I mean, okay, whatever. But you still need to be the one to tell me to descend.
That's
Looks
fine.
like you're
No
configuring
worries.
nicely for the Lake Parker arrival. I'll stay quiet now and monitor tower frequency with you.
The Cirrus on the base leg, 28 left. 28 left, you're clear to land.
Flaps up,
left,
carpet
you're
off.
on a nice long runway. The Highway on 28 right, roll all the way to the end, vacate to the left. Welcome to the show. Sirius on final, there you go. 28 left, you're clear to land. 28 left. Listen, are you departing 28 left?
Yeah.
Okay, I had a lot of background noise, my apologies. Okay, I'll get you rolling chart.
On Alpha 1, looking to go to parking to watch the landings for some content for November 3366.
Step by.
Wow, this is
Sirius on the north.
This is interesting. What is this tower-looking thing?
Turn downwind and start descending. I'll bring you in momentarily. Sirius on the north-south
the
road.
just calling in. Welcome to the show. If you're parking on the grass, there's plenty of parking north of taxiway Echo.
This
so
needs
you're joined
updated just a
all the
little
way
bit.
up Foxtrot, then on the disused taxiway on
Sirius on 28
Sanchez the
left, all
grass.
the way to the end. Welcome
If you're
to the
looking
show.
to depart back out, it'll be Delta, left on the runway 5,
Sirius.
then hold short runway 28 left.
So that was Papa to Echo, and you said right there by, well, Papa to Foxtrot, and then the grass in front of Fox right there is where I should park to watch landings for November 3366.
That's correct. So down taxiway Foxtrot, across the disused taxiway, and then any of the grass around that's perfect.
Roger that. Thank you for November 3366.
My pilot club says no, keep going down taxiway Delta and then to Delta 1.
Lakeland Ground, Purple White Skyhawk 8033 Foxtrot. We're on Papa at Papa 2. Request taxi for redeparture.
Cessna on Papa, welcome to the show. It's going to be Delta, make a left on runway 5 to hold short 28 left if you're departing back out again. And if you want to park, it's going to be a right turn on Foxtrot, across the disused taxiway, Echo into the grass. Welcome to the show.
Delta, hold short runway 5 for redeparture, Skyhawk 33 Foxtrot.
Negative, you're going to turn left on runway 5 and then hold short runway 28 left.
Well, left 5, hold short 28 left, Skyhawk 33 Foxtrot. Yeah, so this scenery needs a little bit of updating just for some minor taxiway adjustments to avoid that tower that we almost ran into there.
I'm White Cirrus on Papa, welcome to the show. If you plan to depart straight out again, it's going to be Delta, left turn on runway 5 to hold short runway 28. And if you plan on parking, we'll make a right on Foxtrot, cross the disused taxiway, Echo to the grass. Welcome to the show. Again, everyone arriving at the show, if you plan on departing out again, it's going to be Delta, left on runway 5 to hold short 28 left. And if you're going to parking, it's going to be right on Foxtrot, across the disused taxiway, Echo, and then any of the grass north of Echo is great. Pilot Club Cessna, cross runway 28 left and 28 right, and then Charlie Bravo Charlie Bravo Kilo to the FBO.
Alright, we can get another one or two of those in.
And again, my White Cirrus on Papa, if you want to depart back out again, it's going to be Delta, left onto runway 5 to hold short 28 left. And if you want to park and stay for a bit, you're going to make a right on taxiway Foxtrot, across the disused taxiway Echo, and then any of the grass north of Echo is great. Welcome to the show.
Oh, you mean left on this runway 5 that's got
Southern White Skyhawk, monitor Sun and Fun Tower, have a good one.
Tower Skyhawk to Radio Foxtrot.
1,800 feet and 160, or 1,700 feet, 150 knots. Always get them confused, they change them every year. If you're unable any of those, you're not going to fly the Lake Park arrival, you're going to fly a standard pattern leg, you're going to talk to me, and also use some pattern instructions. The Warbird's 10 miles from the airport, call me with your aircraft type, and relative direction from the airport, north, south, east, west, and your distance from it, and I'll give you a pattern entry to join the Warbird arrival for 28 left. Any questions or concerns, please don't talk to me, I'll talk to you. The frequency is very congested, so please do your best, and I appreciate everybody flying in and out. Also, ladies and gentlemen, taxiway Alpha is runway 28 right. Please do not use it as a taxiway. Please do not use it as a taxiway. There are aircraft landing on that runway and probably departing off that runway as well. 172 on runway 5, you ready to go?
Yes, sir.
High wing on runway 5, clear for takeoff 28 left.
Clear takeoff 28 left.
Don't read it back, please. I just said it.
Lakeland Tower, Warbird stop for arrival, F-18 and F-4.
That's just a habit almost
south.
sometimes.
Warbird flight of 2. Let me see a wind rock, please. Rock your wing.
I have to tell myself, I have to focus on not
Awesome.
reading
Good
it back.
job.
It's
Good
habitual.
job. Ooh, acrobatics and all. I like it. Right now in 28
Flaps
left,
up,
28
full
left,
power.
land flight of 2, Warbird.
Relates, everything's good to go there.
I'm sorry, left downwind 28 left, left downwind 28 left. If you can make a straight base from there, you're also allowed to. 28 left for the land flight of 2 Warbirds. Let's
Speeds
see,
up.
who do we have
Let's rotate.
north of the field?
Lakeland Tower, Vader flight, can we get a overhead break?
Vader, flight improvements requested, and then join the right downwind for 28 left.
Overhead break, that's a military operation.
The Piper on I-4, rock your wings.
Alright, airborne, climbing out, 80 knots.
Good rock, Piper, good rock. You're not following the north-south road correctly. That's your road off to your left, so join that road, please. The road off to your left, that is the road you're following, not the one straight ahead. Roll to your left. There you go. That is the north-south road you're following, and whenever you want to descend, just start your descent. You're going to land at the green dot to a right. And for all of you on the ground, there's a flight of 2, one F4, one F-18. They did an overhead break right now over 28 right, and they're now entering to land. The first F-18 is going to land, and then the F4 behind him. And the flight of 2, if you can keep it nice and tight, appreciate it. And then 28 left, I have somebody landing 28 right.
Alright, so when we're about
Nice,
3 miles
very
out,
nice, very, very nice.
we're about 3 miles out, we can change frequencies back over to the arrival. And we will proceed
N4 on the brake, make the left
to
downwind for 28 left.
probably Sun Tracks.
Are you gonna land side by side? Let me see this. Oh, sweet. There you go. Nice wing rock, and there's the brake. Nice, very nice, very, very nice. And the F-18 is back in the air. Alright guys, give me a couple 360s right there, around that area. Let me get this Piper and I'll get you guys in for the Warbirds. Piper on downwind, 28 right, green dot, clear to land. Piper on the downwind, 28 right, green dot, clear to land.
Alright, we're outside at 3 miles. Go ahead and
Warbirds to the southeast. You can enter, you can join
make a
behind
turn
the
to
Piper.
the north.
You can turn your base behind the Piper. He's going for 28 right.
Procedure at Fantasy of Flight, Lake Parker, or middle of nowhere. Make sure you guys are choosing a similar aircraft type to follow. Half mile and trail, no side by side. Nose to tail, guys, nose to tail. Help us help you.
Hey
When
Shirley,
guys
did
reach
you
the
enjoy
power
that
plant,
arrival?
We'll call you out. We'll call you out by aircraft type.
That Lake Parker arrival was textbook. Nice job following those landmarks. Though I have to say, that tower surprise was interesting. Surely the scenery designer wasn't expecting us to play limbo with ATC structures.
Surely I have to agree. I'll reach out to the scenery developer and let him know the situation. See if he can make the corrections.
There might be a highway, white highway on the power plant. Right?
Definitely worth mentioning that tower obstacle. And speaking of which, you're looking good northbound at 1,300 feet now. Would you like me to stay active or go back to standby mode?
Just go back to standby mode, Shirley, thank you.
Roger that. Going quiet. Just say my name if you need anything.
All right, Quinn, we'll see you later. You guys on the wrong frequency. Make sure you guys are on 124.5. 124.5 for Lake Parker arrival coming in on the procedure. All aircraft in order procedure at Fantasy of Flight. Make sure you guys are shooting a similar aircraft type to follow 100 knots, 1,200 feet. If unable, maintain 150 knots at 1,700 feet. You guys entering at Fantasy of Flight, we're looking great. Good spacing there, guys. Keep it up. You guys get to the power plant, we'll call you out. We'll call you out over the power plant.
We're going to monitor ADS-B traffic because I don't want to cut anybody off on the arrival, but I figure we'll go ahead and rejoin at Suntracks. I mean, granted, we could rejoin at Lake Parker, but Suntracks gives us a bit more spacing and timing for the other aircraft. So we are west of the arrival route, so I'm going to turn us a bit more east now so we can get a bit closer so we don't get too far away.
All aircraft 100 knots at 1,200 feet. If unable, 150 knots at 1,700 feet. If you're still unable that, maintain 180 knots at 2,200 feet. 180 knots at 2,200. Then we'll pick you guys up over the power plant there. Over the power plant, we'll pick you guys up. From the power plant, you'll join the I-4 southwestbound. Look for the golf course on your left. Golf course will be on your left. From there, you'll fly directly southbound toward Lakeland Airport, and Lakeland Tower will pick you up. Half-mile and trail, no tail guys, no side-by-side. No tail, no side-by-side. Half-mile and trail. Everybody should be planning for 28 right. On the Lake Parker arrival, plan 28 right. 28 right is going to be the taxiway, and landing on either the green or the orange dot. Everybody on the arrival is looking fantastic, guys. Keep it up.
I want to thank everyone for coming in and hanging out this evening. I hope your weekend has went well.
Welcome to Sun is Fun, everybody. The weather's looking great. Everybody's doing wonderful on the Lake Parker arrival. You guys are doing a great job. Great job. Thanks for flying in, everybody. Got an F-18, a Warbird over the Airplane Rocket Wings. Good rock.
Yeah, we're going to go up to Suntracks.
Fly westbound, join the I-4. Join the I-4 westbound. Love it. Love that we're getting Warbirds this year, guys. Thanks for flying in. Great looking aircraft up there. Great looking aircraft. All aircraft on the Lake Parker arrival, 100 knots, 1,200 feet, guys, 100 knots, 1,200 feet, and on able, 150 knots and 1,700 feet. F-18 along the I-4, once you're coming up on the I-4, you can monitor tower 135.22. Thanks for flying in, wonderful. Aircraft over the subtract race facility, you guys are looking great. Half mile in trail. Make sure you guys maintain 100 knots, 1,200 feet. No overtakes, guys. No overtakes. No side by side. No sail. Half mile in trail. You guys are looking good. Keep it up. Everybody plan on 28 right. It's going to be 28 right for your landing. It's going to be the taxiway, landing on either the green or the orange dot. Again, 28 right. Not the actual runway. It's going to be the taxiway. Green or orange dot. Welcome to Sun and Fun, guys. Appreciate all you guys flying in. Everybody's doing a great job on the arrival procedure. Everybody's looking great. Good job, guys.
Alright, Sun Tracks is in sight. Barely, but I see it out there. Double check heading indicator compass, everything looks good there.
All aircraft going in the Lake Parker procedure from either the power plant, fantasy of flight, or middle of nowhere. Make sure you guys have your landing lights on and landing gear is down. All aircraft should be at 100 knots, 1,200 feet. If unable, maintain 150 knots and 1,700 feet. Everybody's looking great. Make sure you find a similar aircraft type to follow. No overtake. You guys are overtaking an aircraft. If you find yourself overtaking an aircraft, just restart the procedure from fantasy of flight. Got a Rainbow High Wing over the power plant. Rock your wings.
Rainbow.
Good rock, High Wing. Good rock. Great job. Fly westbound. You can join the I-4. Westbound toward the I-4. Welcome to the show, High Wing. You guys are doing a great job. Got a blue high wing over the power plant. Rock your wings. Good rock, blue high wing. Good rock. You can follow your buddy there. Half mile in trail. Fly westbound. Join the I-4.
That's an awful sharp turn to get from Sun Tracks back to Lake Parker. So I'm going to swing us out just a little bit.
Looking good though. Great job, guys. Welcome to Sun and Fun.
Then we'll kind of 180 into it. Alright, we do have one 400 feet above. He's probably on the 1,700 foot route. So let's go ahead and 180 down into the arrival again.
Good rock, High Wing. Good rock. Great job. You guys are doing wonderful. High Wing, you can fly westbound. Join the I-4. Join the I-4. Welcome to Sun and Fun. You guys will fly the I-4 southwestbound. Make sure you guys are over the I-4. Fly that southwestbound for approximately 3 miles. Once you see the golf course on your left, you'll make that left-hand turn and fly directly toward Lakeland Airport. Once you guys are along the I-4 southwestbound, again, once you guys are along the I-4, you can monitor Lakeland Tower on 135.225. Welcome to Sun and Fun, guys. That's amazing. Yep, good job. Get all aircraft, make sure you're squawking standby, make sure your transponders are on squawking standby. I got a guy about to hit the racetrack, not squawking. Make sure you guys' transponders are on.
Dang it, where's my transponder?
Pick you guys up over the power plant. Again, we'll pick you guys up over the power plant. Do not call us, we will call you. You guys are picking out a similar type of aircraft to follow, 100 knots, 1,200 feet. If unable, maintain 150 knots at 1,700 feet. Got a white and black high wing, white and black Cessna over the power plant, rock your wings. Good rock, Cessna, good rock. Fly westbound, enjoy the I-4, great job. Welcome to Sunset. Yeah, you guys are killing it on this procedure. Everybody's doing a fantastic job. You guys are doing awesome. Welcome to Sunset Fun, guys. Making it easy for us. Make sure you guys maintain that spacing, half mile on trail, guys. Half mile on trail, 100 knots, 1,200 feet. Everybody plan for 28 right, runway 28 right on either the orange or the green dot. It's going to be the taxiway, not the actual runway.
Gonna have to figure out what happened with that.
No side by side, guys. Everybody's looking fantastic. Half mile of trail, nose to tail. Half mile of trail, nose to tail. Good job, guys. Make sure you guys' transponders are on. I got a guy over the power plant right now, and one guy about 50 I-4. Your transponder is not on. Recycle it, please. Got the Beechcraft at 1700, just overflew the lake. You can join the I-4 westbound. Stay at 1700 feet, 150 knots. Twin Beechcraft, 1700 feet. Good job. Welcome to Center Fun. Almost missed you there. Got a red black RV over the power plant. Rock your way. Good rock, RV. Good rock. Welcome to Center Fun. Fly westbound. Join the I-4. You guys are doing fantastic. Again, everybody's going to be planning for 28 right, runway 28 right on the taxiway, landing on either the green or the orange dot. Everybody, once you hit the golf course, make sure you fly southbound direct towards Lakeland. Aim for the V-shaped building. There's going to be a V-shaped building about a half mile north of Lakeland. Overfly that V-shaped building. Got a high wing over the power plant. Looks like a purple and white high wing over the power plant. Rock your wing. Good rock, high wing, good rock, fantastic. You can fly westbound, join the I-4. Westbound, join the I-4. Welcome to Sunset Fun. Great job. Red and brown high wing right behind him, rock your wing. Red and brown high wing. Cessna high wing, red and brown. Rock your wings over the power plant. Good rock, Cessna. Good rock. Making sure you can fly westbound. Follow your buddy there.
Let's get over the tower.
You can join the I-4 southwestbound. Good rock, good rock. Welcome to Sunset Fun. What you got?
The Duke that just joined the north-south road, the Duke, drop your wings. Good rock, Duke, good rock. You're gonna go 28 left, you're following a Beaver. The highway that is on final 28 right, remember, green dot, clear to land. The second highway that's turning base there you go, turn your final orange dot, second highway, you're clear to land, orange dot. Beaver, turn your downwind. There you go, Beaver. Nice. Nice and neat. Actually, Beaver, let me change it to 28 right. 28 right, orange dot, Beaver, 28 right, clear land. The Duke, turn your downwind. There you go. Start your descent. You're going for 28 left. Start your descent, Duke. High wing, north-south road. Rock your wing. Good rock, high wind, good rock. Green dot, 28 right, start your descent. Duke, turn your final for 28 left, please. 28 left, you're clear to land.
Alright, so once we land, I'm going to actually get taxi over to parking, figure out what happened with my transponder here. Fortunately, I have redundancy in the 650.
Nice going, Beaver. Keep it nice and straight for 28 left. Beaver, correction, Beaver, 28 right. Beaver, 28 right, orange dot. Beaver, 28 right, orange dot. High wing, turn your downwind. There you go, nice and neat.
But I don't understand why that just went out.
Duke, 28 left, little land. Duke, 28 left.
I'm willing to bet whatever's conflicting with my trim wheel or making it not work affected that somehow.
Nice going, Beaver. Keep it rolling. Orange dot, little land, and roll to the end.
They both run on the same integration software.
If you just landed to the right, roll the way to the end, please. All the way to the end and make it to the left. Welcome to the show. High wing on the downwind, turn your base. Base, orange dot, clear to land. Base, orange dot, clear to land for the high wing on the downwind. Turn your base, please. Base to final. There you go.
Alright, here's our north-south road. That's going to put us in between the golf ball and the cake tower.
The Rainbow Highway went around. The Rainbow Highway, go back to the lake. The low wing on the north-south road, rock your wings. Good rock, low wing, good rock. 28 right, orange, green dot. 28 right, green dot for the low wing. And start your descent, low wing. High wing on final, do me a favor, green dot please, green dot, clear to land, high wing, keep it high and fast, green dot, clear to land. The highway that just went around, make your turn southbound please, when you go around, turn southbound and then go back to the lake. High wing on the north-south road, rock your wing. Good rock, good rock. You're going to the green dot to it right, start your descent.
Alright, power's going to come out, carpeet's going to come off.
Lowing on the downwind, there you go. Keep that downwind turn nice and tight, and then give me a tight base to final. You're going to the green dot, you're clear to land.
Let's go 1600.
Second high wing on the north-south road, rocket wings. Good rock, good
There's
rock.
the white arc,
Following
let's get
that,
flaps 10.
high wing right in front of you. You're going to the orange dot to it right, clear to land. The low wing, turn your final, please. Turn final. I need you to go a lot tighter, please. A lot tighter. There we go. Thank you for that. Appreciate it. You're landing at the green dot. Green dot, you're clear to land.
Approach speed 70 knots. Green dot, alright.
Okay, the high wing that's like on a base, you're following a low wing. He's going for the green dot as well. Follow that low wing, please. He's straight ahead of you. The low wing on final, all the way to the green dot, please. All the way to the green dot. Keep it fast, please. Keep it fast and going and have aircraft behind you.
Alright, got that landing aircraft
The
in sight.
second high wing, turn your downwind, go back to the downwind and I'll call your base here shortly. I don't have enough separation to fit you both in. The F-22 on the north-south road, rock your wings. Good rock, good rock. You're going to 28 left, 28 left. I'll call your downwind in a second.
Flaps 2.
High wing, there you go. Green dot, please, green dot if you can, green dot, clip land. The second high wing, turn your base now, base to final now. Keep it nice and tight, one whole turn. M22, you turn your downwind, slow down. Turn your downwind, slow down. High wing on the downwind, there you go. Orange dot, high wing on the downwind, orange dot. High wind on green dot, that was beautiful. Roll.
I notice you're
And
configuring for
welcome to the
landing.
show.
Want me to monitor your pattern entry and spacing behind that traffic ahead?
No thanks, Shirley. Traffic is in sight. You just sit back and enjoy the
F-22,
ride.
turn your base to final. Base to final, 28 left, clear to land. 28 left, clear to land for the F-22.
Roger that.
High wind
Flaps
on
are up.
the
Enjoying the
road, roger
view.
wing.
Nice
Flaps are up.
smooth touchdown at Lakeland, by the way.
Good
Park
ride,
lead
good ride. Going to the green dot, 28 right. Green dot, 28 right, start your descent.
Nice smooth rollout. Looks like you're heading to parking to check that transponder issue. I'll stay quiet unless you need me.
Appreciate it, Shirley.
Just keeping an eye on
Highway,
things.
keep it rolling. Green
Nice
dot,
work on
green
that Lake
dot,
Parker
highway,
arrival
highway, you
and
can take the orange
landing.
dot. Orange
Let me
dot,
know if
highway,
you want help
clear to land,
troubleshooting
orange
that
dot.
transponder once you're parked.
And you did a brake. I love that you're flying inverted, but next time ask me for that brake because I was hoping for you to land.
Red and Black RV10, welcome to Sun and Fun. We're departing runway 28 left, so if you're looking to go back out, it's going to be taxiway Delta, left turn on runway 5 to hold short 28 left. If you want to park, there's plenty of parking north of taxiway Echo on the grass. There'll be a right turn on Foxtrot, across the disused taxiway, Echo to the grass. Welcome to the show. And behind them, a purple and white Cessna. Welcome to Sun and Fun. If you want to depart again, it's going to be taxiway Delta, left on runway 5 to hold short to 8 left. And if you want to park and enjoy the show, it's going to be a right on taxiway Foxtrot, across the disused taxiway onto Echo, and then the grass north of Echo is good to park on. And everyone, we're departing 28 left down to enter 2 at 9 and 907. When you're ready to go, give me a call and I'll get you moving.
Alright, let's go park real quick.
My blue Comanche, I think the Microsoft Flight Sim scenery is a bit broken around there, so as long as you get to runway 5, make a right turn on runway 5 to hold short to 8 left, that's fine with me. Red and brown Cessna just off the runway. Welcome to Sun and Fun. If you're looking to park, there's plenty of parking north of taxiway Echo on the grass, so you're going to make a right on Foxtrot, across the disused taxiway, then Echo to the grass. And if you want to depart back out again, you're going to join taxiway Delta, left turn on runway 5 to hold short to 8 left. Welcome to the show.
Alright, we're just gonna park right here for a minute. Alright, I'll be right back. Hey Shirley, you have the plane, hold the brakes for me.
Roger, I've got the brakes on. Aircraft secured while you step away.
Everyone, welcome to Sun and Fun 2025. Departing to a left, altimeter 29 and 97. When you're ready to go, give me a call and we'll get you moving. Arrival says plenty of parking on the grass north of taxiway Echo. It's nice and freshly cut for you. If you want to depart straight back out, you're going to follow taxiway Delta, left turn on runway 5 to hold short to 8 left. Blue Comanche, make a 180 and follow the taxiway down to runway 5. And White and Black Skyhawk, monitor Sun and Fun Tower. Have a good one. I'm a white and yellow Cessna on taxiway Papa. Welcome to Sun and Fun. If you want to depart straight back out again, you're going to join taxiway Delta, make a left turn on runway 5 to hold short 28 left. And if you're looking to park, there's plenty of parking north of taxiway.
Alright, it does look like we're back in business now with both trim wheel and transponder. But since we are here on the ground and while Shirley is holding the plane for us with the brakes on, I'm going to take a couple minute short break and I will be right back with you all. Thanks for sticking around.
Roger that. I've got the plane secured. Take your time. I'll keep an eye on things while you're away. Nice work getting that transponder sorted out.
Alright everyone, thanks for sticking around for that. Flying with Mike coming in with the raid. Thank you so much, my friend. Hope your stream went well. I saw you were flying earlier. I was gonna stop in and say hello, but then I had some sim issues that I had to debug before I got started today. So welcome in, Raiders. My name is Michael. Welcome aboard, Felicity. We are in the VATSIM's Sun and Fun event. Getting ready to go for our third arrival. Hey Shirley, I've got the plane now. Thanks for holding her. You can go ahead and release the brakes for me.
Roger that. Releasing brakes. Ready to help with your third Lake Parker arrival whenever you need me.
Sounds good, Shirley. I appreciate it. Just sit back, enjoy the ride, and I'll let you know when I need you.
Roger that. Standing by. Just say my name when you need anything.
Patch Edwards, thanks for the channel follow, greatly appreciate it. Alright, let's get back over to tower. Testing. Testing. And I've lost audio again. Great. That's something else I'm gonna have to figure out why my VATSIM XPilot client keeps randomly killing my audio.
Set down, okay. The diamond, roll the way to the end, please. High speed to the end. The bonanza, don't cross there, please. I need you to roll the way to the end. So make a right 180. Go back on 28 right and roll to the end, please. I need to use 28 left for takeoffs. Thank you, much appreciated. Diamond, roll the way to the end. High speed to the end, please. There we go. Thank you guys, much appreciated. Let's see. Low wing on the north-south road. Rock your wings. Good rock, sir. Good rock. 28 right, green dot. 28 right, green dot. Start your descent. The high wing on 28 left, clear for takeoff.
And welcome to Sun and Fun 2025. Departing 28 left, down to 2 at 9 and 9.
28 left, line up and wait. Low wing on the north-south road, 28 right, green dot, clear to land. 28 right, green dot, clear to land. Piper on 28 left, clear for takeoff. Beautiful sequence. Thank you guys. Make sure you're squawking 1200 and mode Charlie, please, before you take off. 1200 and mode Charlie, please.
Alright, we're good to go. Make sure pops
The
up.
Piper on downwind, turn your base to
Trim.
final. Base to final, green dot, clear to land. High wing on 28 left, clear for takeoff. High wing on 5, short of 28 left, line up and wait.
Full power. In the green.
Piper on the final, there you go. Clear to
Airspeed's
land,
coming
green
up.
Dot, green dot, clear to land,
Let's
Piper.
rotate.
Beautiful,
Climb
guys.
out.
Remember your
I notice we're airborne.
Flag straight out and then make your turn. Do not deviate from the straight out. Have people behind you. High wing on 28 left, clear for takeoff.
Raptor 22 with you, turn base.
Raptor 22, 3 mile, I need you to join a 3 mile left base, please. 3 mile left base for 28 left, 28 left, your equivalent.
Raptor left, can we do a flyover for Raptor 22?
You want to do a what?
Low flyover.
Let me see. Call me 3 miles out and I'll see. I have departures going out.
Roger, reply.
Piper on 28 right, nice going. You missed the green dot, but that's fine. Roll all the way to the end, please. High speed to the end and then to the left. Welcome to the show. The Kodiak on the north-south road, rock your wing. That wasn't a good rock, man. Give me more than that. Come on. There you go. Good rock, good rock. You're flying slow for the procedure, but that's fine. Keep that altitude. It was supposed to be 1,200 feet and 100 knots. Keep that altitude for now. No more than 100 knots, please. You're going for 28 left. 28 left, please. And the F-22 on final, you can make that low approach. Just be advised, traffic will be landing on the right side.
Alright.
Actually, he's landing
We have
behind
time for
you on
at
the
least
left
this
side, so you're gonna
arrival,
be
and
just
maybe
even
one
9%.
more, but definitely this one.
The Kodiak, you're
Looks like it's starting to get a bit busier on the arrival, so we may have to go out a bit further.
Behind them, 28 left, your float land. 28 left,
We'll
float land
find out
behind you.
momentarily.
Over the numbers now.
When we're about 3 miles out, we'll switch frequencies.
Left at this time, just watch for him if you're on the ground. Very nice, very, very nice.
I do want to thank everyone
in
for
front of you, they're 1,300 feet.
coming in and hanging out for a bit this
Kodiak,
evening.
28 left, clear to land. Kodiak, 28 left, clear to land.
Alright, there's our 3 mile. Let's go and switch over to arrival. And we can go and make a turn on course now. We're just going to fly due north for a little bit.
Guys, taking it easy on them. And fly, make sure you guys fly directly over the I-4 southwestbound. Follow the I-4 southwestbound. Once you're over the I-4, you can monitor Lakeland Tower on 135.225. Welcome to Sunfun, guys. Thanks for flying in.
Alright, we're a little bit west of the arrival route, so I'm going to start turning us back closer to it, so don't get too far away from it. We just want to make sure we're not in the actual, interfering with the arrivals themselves. But we'll fly parallel to northeast. And again, we'll probably head up to the Suntrax test facility. If it looks to be a bit busy there, then we'll go ahead and head up to Fantasy of Flight and join the transition there. Confirm transponders on, we're squawking mode Charlie.
You got a, looks like a plane over the Suntrack, just about the Suntrack. Don't have a transponder. Try to reset our transponder, please. Turn it back on.
Hey Shirley, how's the rest of our aircraft systems look? Everything looking good to you?
Gotcha. Thank you, sir. Wonderful. Thanks. Showing up
All
now.
systems look good. Transponders working now. Engine parameters normal. Pitot heat's on. And all your lights are on for visibility. You're about 1,200 feet MSL, clean configuration with a good
Good
cruise
evening,
speed.
Lakeland. The
Do you want me to keep monitoring while you head
4527,
towards
we're at
Suntrax?
40 Foxtrot Delta.
Sounds good, Shirley. I appreciate it. Sit back and relax.
Wrong frequency, sir.
Roger.
19.9.
I'll keep monitoring. Looking good at 1,200 feet and 102 knots indicated. Tracking northeast. I'll stay quiet unless anything needs attention.
Hey guys, everybody's looking fantastic on the procedure, guys. Fantastic on the procedure. If you're joining the arrival from Fantasy of Flight, Lake, Parker, or middle of nowhere, make sure you guys are maintaining 100 knots, 1,200 feet. If unable, maintain 150 knots at 1,700 feet. Everybody's looking great on the arrival, guys. Y'all are making it easy for us tonight. Wonderful job, guys.
Alright, I do have the racetrack. Not quite in. That might be it. But we are heading that way. Yeah, it might actually be it. It's pretty clear this low. It's still about 10 miles out. But I can barely make it out.
That's the high wing over the power plant, rock your wing. Good rock, Cessna, good rock. Wonderful job, sir. Fly westbound and join the I-4. Welcome to Southern Fun.
If you are new to the channel or have just popped in, please feel free to go ahead and follow so you can get notified for our next unscheduled adventure. Meanwhile, we're about 6 miles east of the Centrex test facility.
If you guys are joining back to procedure, make sure you're north of the I-4, guys. North of the I-4. That's the highway. Once you're over the I-4 southwestbound, make sure you're directly over the I-4. You can monitor Lakeland Tower at 135.22. Thanks. Yeah.
Lots of little bodies of water down here in Florida.
Power plant, rock your way. Vision jet over the power plant.
It's no wonder it's a good destination for float planes.
Good rock, sir. Good rock. Fly westbound now, 270 on the heading to intercept the highway I-4.
Everything is working well with our beta version of X-Plane 12.2.0. Everything is looking phenomenal.
Fly westbound, fly westbound.
Clouds are just absolutely amazing. The lighting seems to have been improved. I have no complaints.
All aircraft joining Lake Parker arrival from the lake, the middle of nowhere, or Fantasy of Flight. Make sure maintain 100 knots at 1,200 feet. If unable, maintain 150 knots at 1,700 feet. Everybody's looking great, guys. Doing a great job so far.
But in the same regard, I run minimal plugins and anything like that. Nothing to really make things look pretty. All my plugins are hardware related, so there's not much to really interfere with X-Plane itself as far as rendering or lighting or anything like that.
You can join the highway I-4 southwest now, 1,700 feet, 150 knots.
One of the things I see a lot of in the X-Plane Discord, a lot of people complain about crashes and problems, but they're running plugins and add-ons that aren't necessarily tested to be compatible.
Makes it a little bit easier for me to see, guys.
You know, we even
Once
tell
you're
people,
along the I-4, once you're along the I-4, you can monitor Lake Parker Tower.
don't add all those plugins back in at once.
Welcome to Southern Fun, everybody.
The amount of people that just, you know, update and think everything is going to work out is
Likewise,
is
Power
interesting.
457 Delta Bravo. Approach dropped us off a little bit late here. We're looking to join inbound.
Who was that call?
All right, let's go ahead and make
November
a 180
Delta Bravo.
570 Delta
to
Bravo.
join the Suntrax test facility to rejoin the arrival.
Make sure you read the notice.
Alright, roger that.
All aircraft joining the Lake Parker arrival from Fantasy, a flight middle of nowhere for Lake Parker. All aircraft make sure you maintain 100 knots, 1,200 feet. If unable, maintain 150 knots at 1,700 feet. Once you guys get over the power plant, we'll pick you guys up. We'll call you. Do not call us. Weather's looking great out here, guys. Making it a terrific sun and fun event, guys. Fantastic stuff.
All right, we are 100 knots at 1,200 feet, so we are where we need to be in that
All
regard.
aircraft joining the Lake Parker arrival. If you're able, make sure you find a similar aircraft type to follow. If able. Similar aircraft type to follow. 100 knots, 1,200 feet, guys. All aircraft land for runway 28 right, runway 28 right. It's going to be the taxiway and land on either the blue, correction, the green or the orange dot. Green or the orange dot on runway 28 right. Everybody's looking fantastic on the arrival, guys. Fantastic job. Again, we'll pick you guys up over the power plant. We will pick you guys up over the power plant. Do not call us. We will call you. You'll join the I-4 southwestbound for approximately 3 miles. Look for the golf course on your left. Once you reach the golf course, you'll make the left-hand turn, fly directly southbound towards Lakeland Airport. All aircraft joining the Lake Parker arrival from Fantasy at flight. Try to pick out a similar aircraft type to follow. No side-by-side guys, nose to tail. Remain at least a half mile and trail at the aircraft you are following. Weather's still looking fantastic, guys. The winds are dying out a little bit. It went 270 at 7.
270 at 7.
Again, guys, 100 knots at 1,200 feet, 100 knots at 1,200 feet, if unable, 150 knots at 1,700 feet. Everybody on the arrival is looking great. Great job, guys. Keep it up. All aircraft joining from Fantasy of Flight, you guys are looking great. You'll fly southwestbound toward the racetrack. Overfly the racetrack. The Suntrax racetrack. From there, you'll fly directly to the power plant. I'll pick you guys up over the power plant. Do not call us. We'll call you. High wing over the power plane, high wing over the power plane, rock your wing. Good rock, high wing, good rock, fantastic job. Fly westbound, join the I-4. Welcome to Sun and Fun, high wing.
Keep up the great work.
Thank you. Appreciate you guys flying in. Y'all are making it easy on us. You guys will fly the I-4 southwestbound approximately 3 miles. Look at the golf course on your left. Fly southbound. Once you reach the golf course, directly towards Lakeland Airport. Once you guys are over the I-4, you can wander Lakeland Tower on 135.22. Thanks for flying in, guys. Fantastic event tonight. Welcome to Sun and Fun.
Alright, we got tower on standby. We'll switch over to that once we're at I-4. One of these days I'm going to get down to Sun and Fun for real. It wasn't feasible this year, unfortunately. Too many things going on. But one of these days, I'd like to fly it. I really would. Although Oshkosh is incredibly closer.
All aircraft over the Lake Parker arrival. Make sure you guys are maintaining 100 knots at 1,200.
Alright, over the tower. We're going to follow I-4 down till we get to the north-south road. In between where the golf course is.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Sun and Fun once again. If you're just joining the frequency, 28 left and 28 right in use, we're landing on the party to the west. 100 knots and 1,200 feet. If you're unable that, 150 knots, 1,700 feet. If you're unable either of those, it's going to be 2,200 feet and 170 knots. No side-by-sides, front to back, please. No side-by-sides, you'll be sent back. Follow I-4 west on the north-south road. At the north-south road, I'll instruct you to descend and assign you a dot or a runway. Once again, make sure you have your notice handy and welcome to the show.
Alright, there's the golf ball tower. There's the cake tower. There's the north-south road. And then we'll be looking for the V-shaped building.
Highway over the north-south road, rock your wings. Good rock, highway, good rock. Follow the north-south road, 28 right, at the green dot. 28 right, green dot, clear to land. The C-17, holding short of 28 right, cross 28 right and 28 left, clear for takeoff. The C-17, 28 left, clear for takeoff.
Alright,
28 left, clear for
power's down
takeoff.
about to 1600.
Please hold your read back. Please hold your read back. Appreciate it.
Car peak coming on. We got green dot, yeah.
The high wing, start your descent and turn your downwind whenever you want. I have one departing off of 28 left, 28 right, green dot, clear to land.
Flaps 10. Alright, we're going to take it on the right side of the tower this time. Wow, that's a big plane. Alright, flaps 2.
At 172, that's a nice base. 28 right, green dot, clear to land.
I notice you're on final.
Hey Shirley, be quiet for a minute, please. Flaps up.
Muted.
Alright, we're going to go ahead and take back off. We'll fly back to Winter Haven for our full stop and shut her down there. Time's running tight for me to get another arrival in this evening, but let's just head back to where we took off from, and we'll make it like an actual full flight.
The Diamond over the north-south road, rock your wings. Good rock, Diamond, good rock. Follow the north-south road, start your descent. It's going to be 28 right, green dot. 28 right, green dot for Diamond.
Alright, let's get over to ground.
Everyone, welcome to Sun and Fun 2025. We are departing 28 left, altimeter 29907. Give me a call when you're ready to taxi. My inbound aircraft, there is plenty of parking on the grass north of taxiway Echo. If you want to depart straight back out, you're going to join taxiway Delta, left on runway 5 to hold short 28 left. But if you're ready to park up, you're going to follow taxiway Foxtrot southbound, across the disused taxiway and into the grass. Welcome to the show. Double Mike Skyhawk, welcome to Sun and Fun. I think you know the drill by now, but if you want to park, you're going to go south on taxiway Foxtrot, across the disused taxiway on Echo and into the grass north of Echo. If you're ready to go back out, you're going to follow taxiway Delta, left on runway 5 to hold short 28 left. Welcome back to the show.
Thank you, keep up the good work.
Appreciate it. And my Skyhawk short runway 23. You don't need clearance across, so across runway 23 and then continue Charlie.
You read my mind, crossing 23467.
Alright, so yeah, we'll head back to Winter Haven, do our full stop, Then we'll say
It's a
goodnight.
lovely 81 degrees Fahrenheit out there. Clear skies, altimeter 2997. So it's a great time to depart. Give me a call when you're ready to go. Skyhawk and Charlie, monitor Sun and Fun Tower. Have a good flight.
Head to Tower 467. Appreciate you.
Lakeland ground, November 3366 with a mic check.
Aircraft calling Sun and Fun ground, 5 by 5. Purple White Cessna, monitor Sun and Fun Tower. Have a good one.
Tower, Purple White Cessna.
Tower, enjoy your departure.
Off the road, I'll call you out and give you a runway. If you're unable to maintain 100 knots and 1200 feet, it's going to be 1700 and 150 knots. If you're unable either of those, then 2200 feet and 170 knots. Don't call me, I'll call you. Please just fly the procedure correctly. Cessna, short of 28 left, line up and wait.
Give me about 2 minutes to do my run out 467.
Come. No, you're on 28 right, 467. I was talking on 28 left. Cessna on 28 left, clear for takeoff. Kodiak 5 short of 28 left, line up and wait. Don't ring it back, please. Don't ring it back. Just do the action. Cessna holding short of 28
In
right,
the
let me know when
green.
you're ready to go.
Airspeed's allowed.
Roger, Wilco.
Let's rotate.
The Baron flying westbound. Talk to me. Say your intentions.
Positive
I
rate.
see we're airborne.
Direct Winter Haven. Hey, Shirley set a waypoint for Winter Haven, Kilo Golf India Foxtrot.
Kodiak on 28 left, you're clear for takeoff.
Setting up Winter Haven as our destination. Waypoint set for Winter Haven Regional. You're about 15 nautical miles out. Heading should be roughly 080. Would you like me to monitor your return flight?
Yes, and then go ahead and pull me the weather for Winter Haven while you're at it.
Checking Winter
Lakeland Tower,
Haven weather
November 5 Center, Delta Bravo, is over the highway.
KGIF weather.
If you're
Wind
calling
280
me,
low
I'll
at
send
8
you
knots.
around. The rule
Visibility
says,
10.
don't call me.
Clear skies.
I'll call you.
Temperature
I see
28.
your numbers. I see your
Dew
scope.
point
Just
18.
call me.
Altimeter
Don't call me. I'll call you.
29.97.
And
With
if,
those winds,
Baron,
expect runway
over
29.
I-4 westbound,
I'll monitor
what's
your return
intention?
flight. You're climbing through 500 feet.
We're inbound to Lakeland.
No, you're not. Are you flying the Lake Parker arrival?
But we were told to pull on the highway.
Did you read the NOTAM?
We did.
The NOTAM says follow the highway until you find the north-south road. So go back to the lake and start over. The TBM north of Lakeland. Are you on my frequency?
Affirm.
Okay, what is your plan?
We were turning then going to Lakeland from the golf course.
Did you follow the Lake Parker arrival?
Affirm.
No, you didn't, because you need to follow I-4 westbound, and you were coming straight southbound, so go back to the lake.
Alright.
The King Air North, on the north-south road, rock your wings. Good rock, King Air, good rock. 28 left for you, 28 left, you're slow to land.
Alright, 28 left, 500 miles.
Hey Shirley, I'm sorry, I didn't hear you when you told me the weather at Winter Haven. I was listening to ATC. Can you repeat that for me?
KGIF weather. Wind 280 through at 8 knots. Visibility 10. Clear skies. Temperature 28. Dew point 18. Altimeter 29.97. You're heading back to runway 29, about 18 miles out. I'll keep monitoring, but stay quiet unless you need anything.
Sounds good, Shirley. Grateful. Runway 29 it is at Winter Haven.
Roger, you're about 19 miles out from runway 29 at Winter Haven. You'll want to turn left to heading 083 when ready. I'll stay quiet and monitor your progress.
So we're landing to the west. Pay attention to the NOTAM. Don't call me, I'll call you. The Challenger on 5, short of 28 left. You ready to go? Challenger on runway 5, short of 28 left. You ready to go? Affirmative. If you take that 5073, holding short 28 left. At runway 5. Okay, sun and pump procedures in effect, please. Give me a... Don't read back my transmissions. Just, it was a yes or no. Appreciate it. King Air, you're going on 28 left on the big runway, King Air. If you want to land the short runway, that's fine, but you can land either or. Nice, stay. Challenger on 5, short of 28 left, line up and wait. The, C-Star, you ready to go?
C-Star affirmative for November 36.
Copy, I'll get you going right after the Challenger. King Air, thank you. Roll all the way to the end and make it to the left. Welcome to the show.
South Lakeland
Engine
Airport.
1573, maintain 2,500 upon up to 3 miles, runway 28 left, clear for takeoff. 28 left, clear for takeoff. Takeoff 2,500.
I didn't see it.
King Air, you're on a runway, please stop. Where are you going? You're going to the FBO?
Let's just check something out real quick.
Apron, sorry, we vacated the wrong side. We'll vacate if you need us to.
Okay, King Air, make a right, left 180, and continue southbound. Ground will get you going north. I got traffic behind you, the party, please. So,
South Lakeland, X-ray 49.
And then ground will get
I'm showing it on my chart. I'm just curious if it's here in X-plane.
Over the ground, King Air 510 once again.
Guys, I don't need a readback. please. I don't need a readback. I just need you to follow the instruction. I don't need a readback. I know it feels weird, but it's just how it works. I have a lot of aircraft to attend to.
It's not, so I might have to put this on my list of airports.
Caution wing turbulence, departing Challenger.
Okay, well there is a runway. Alright.
The Piper on 5 short of 28 left. You ready to go?
Okay, so it appears to be currently
line up and wait, 28 left.
just a grass strip there. So that airport could use some improvement in the scenery. I might put that on my list.
The RB-10 on 5 short of 28 left. You ready to go? RB-10 on 5, line up and wait, 28 left.
Line up and wait, 28 left.
Okay, so from this position, it will be convenient for us to join a 45 to grab a left downwind runway 29er for our full stop.
I was departing to the east, and I was expecting kind of a downwind or something.
Sun and fun, my guys. Pass 3 miles, then you do whatever you need to do.
Roger that, sun and fun.
Piper on 28 left, clear for takeoff.
Manny Lazota, welcome aboard Felicity. My name's Michael. Thank you for the channel follow.
RB-10 on 28 left, clear for takeoff.
We just completed our arrivals at Sun and Fun. We did 3 of them. I am running out of time. The event's coming to a close, so we are making our way back to Winter Haven, where I departed for our final stop. So, welcome in, pleasure. And we'll make our call to Sun and Fun when we're about 10 miles southwest.
The vision is short to your right. Ready to go? I'm sorry, the SR... Are you an SR-22 or a vision jet?
Tower November 5 against Lake short to your right, ready to go.
Are you a vision jet or an SR-22?
Vision jet, ready to go.
Okay. Vision jet 28 left, clear for takeoff. The left runway.
Left clear for takeoff, I think.
I'm sure it was. It looked absolutely amazing. It does every year. The Wednesday night air show looked absolutely phenomenal. Hopefully next year I'll be able to get down there in person. But yeah, it looks absolutely amazing. I'm glad that you were able to attend it in real life. That I can believe. And to attempt to put it into words might diminish it. So yeah, it just looks spectacular.
Piper on the north-south road, rack your wings. Good rock, Piper, good rock. 28 right, green dot, 28 right, green dot, Sergeant Ethan.
Alright, looks like we're clear of the arrivals. Let's switch over to CTAF or Winter Haven, Lieutenant out. Winter Haven traffic, Skyhawk 8033, Foxtrot, 1500 feet, 10 to the southwest. We're going to join 45 to grab a left downwind, runway 29er, full stop, Winter Haven. Hey Shirley, did you have a good time at Sun and Fun for those 3 arrivals we were able to do today?
Absolutely. Those Lake Parker arrivals were a blast. You handled that busy airspace like a pro, and even spotted that scenery issue with the tower. Nice, smooth flying all around. Want me to keep monitoring while you set up for that 45 to left, downwind for 29?
Yep, go ahead and keep monitoring everything. Keep an eye out for traffic, and let me know if you see something that we should be paying attention to.
Roger that. You're about 7.5 miles out, heading 060 south. For the 45 to left downwind runway 29, suggest turning right to 065. I'll keep scanning for traffic and let you know if I spot anything. Pattern altitude will be 1145 MSL.
11:45 for pattern, understood.
Looking good.
Shirley is our AI co-pilot from flyshirley.com.
Looking good on your descent. You're 6.2 miles out now. Turn right 20 degrees to heading 065. For that 45 to left downwind, I'll keep monitoring pattern entry and traffic.
And then this version of Winter Haven is my custom Sun and Fun version. I just uploaded it to xplane.org, so it's now available for download freeware.
You're looking good for the pattern entry. 5.3. 3 miles out now at 1481 MSL.
Alright,
I want to descend about...
let's start a descent. Pull the power back a little bit. We're out of the green. Let's get our carb heat on.
Roger, I see you starting down through 1463 MSL. You've got a good descent rate and speed for pattern entry. About 4.6 miles out now. Heading looks good for that 45 to left downwind.
Alright, airport environment is in sight. Pattern altitude is 1,150. We're about there. Here we are. Let's put some power back in. Stop that descent. We're at pattern altitude.
Roger. Stabilized at pattern altitude now. Looking good for the 45 entry. You're about 3.3 miles out. Turn right 7 degrees to heading 082 when ready for best pattern entry angle.
Right, heading 082 for pattern entry. Okay, hello, beautiful. There's our runway. Winter Haven traffic, Skyhawk 803 Foxtrot. We are joining the left downwind runway 29er full stop, Winter Haven. Alright, we are being the numbers. Let's go ahead and get power back. Carb heat on. Okay, it's pitch. Alright, we're in the white arc. Let's grab flaps 10. Prepare for that bubble up. Winter Haven traffic, Skyhawk 8033 Foxtrot, turning left base 29er, full stop, Winter Haven. Alright, looks good, let's roll final. Winter Haven traffic, Skyhawk 33 Foxtrot, left base to final approach 29er, full stop, Winter Haven. Alright, flaps 2. Approach speed 60 knots, I can work with that. Give it a little bit of power. Feel like we're sinking here. Wind's coming from the left. Gotta put a little bit of crab in. Okay. Runway's made. Chop the power. Right rudder. Put a little left aileron in. Hold it, hold it, hold it. And there she is. Carpet off, flaps are gonna come up, and we're gonna high-speed taxi all the way down to Foxtrot. We'll make a right and we'll head to the north ramp. Runway's clear, clear. Alright, here we are. Welcome to Winter Haven for Sun and Fun. Now we'll go park over here right on top of my compass rose. Okay, it's good there. Let's run through our checklist here. Landing, we did the landing part. After landing, flaps up, carpeets off, strobes off, landing light off, taxi light, let's get that off, pitot heat, let's get that off. Mixture is good for now there. Trim, let's reset trim for takeoff. That way it's ready to go for the next plate. Transponder, okay, we're VFR. Time is it? 8:48. Yeah, we can't really test our ELT. ELT is silent as we move along to our securing checklist. Avionics gonna go off. Bus 2, bus 1. Mixture is gonna go lean. Mags to off and master off, and then finally our beacon off. Okay. What else we got there? Control lock, chocks, tie downs. Fuels on both. Sounds good. Alright, let's head back to the hangar. We'll chit chat for a couple minutes. I got a couple of thank yous to give out. And then we will say goodnight. I'll see you back there in just a moment. All right, everyone. Welcome back. I do want to say thank you for coming in and hanging out this evening as we joined the VATSIM Sun and Fun event. I do enjoy these busier type of events just because it's more traffic. There's more to kind of pay attention to. So it is always a good time. And again, it was very similar to the Pilot Edge a Sim and Fun event that we flew last month on the 8th and 9th of March. I do want to give a quick thank you to M. Stein, who came with a resubscription to the channel 27 months in a row, over 2 years. I can't thank you enough, M. Stein, for your continued support. It is always a pleasure. And then Flying with Mike came in with the raid earlier, so thank you for that, Flying with Mike. And then Patch Edwards with a channel follow from that raid, and then new channel follow from Manny Lazota. And then looks like we just got another channel follow from Lynn123CO45. Let's just call you Lynn for now. So thank you for that. I do greatly appreciate it. So yeah, we'll just do a kind of a quick recap here. We took off out of Winter Haven here, and then we flew up to the Fantasy Flight transition. Let's just remove middle of nowhere because we didn't even use that one. So from Winter Haven, we flew up to Fantasy Flight to join the Lake Parker arrival, and then of course down to the Suntrax test facility. Over to Lake Parker, due westbound, over to I-4, follow I-4 to the north-south road, and then, into our 2-8 right for landing. So we did manage to get 3 arrivals in today, which was actually kind of more than I was anticipating. I figured it would be a little bit busier than what it was, but all in all, it was a very fun event. Other than the issues that I had with the transponder and some audio issues that I still need to debug, X-Plane itself, the new beta version, worked flawlessly. Everything looked great. The clouds were great. The colors were great. I didn't experience any of the crashes or things that people were complaining about. But again, I run very minimal plugins, very minimal scenery, so not a whole lot to interfere with the core simulator engine. So yeah, I do want to thank you all again for coming in and hanging out. I do greatly appreciate it. Flying is fun, but it is always more fun when it is more than one, and you all make that happen for me, so I can't thank you enough for that. Let's see, what else? My quality and assurance guarantee for the simulator, the write-up I'm doing to petition the FAA to get this thing approved for training is coming along. Slowly, but it is coming along. It's a very lengthy document. Lots of details that I need to make sure are not overlooked and or left out, because we don't want to go back and forth with the FAA on a lot of revisions trying to get it approved. But it is coming along decently. Then once I get that all finished up, I'll have to start working on an operator's manual to submit along with that. And then if everything is good with those 2 documents, the FAA will reach out to me. They're going to want a video review of the simulator, very similar to what we just did, without a lot of the graphical overlays, but pretty much they want to see a video of the thing in action. So that'll go up on the YouTube channel whenever that's done. Could be 6 months from now. It's going to be a long process regardless. And then if they're good with the video review, if everything looks good on that end, then they'll actually send an aviation safety inspector out to inspect the unit, sort of very similar in fashion to how a home-built aircraft is inspected before it actually hits the sky for the first time. And then if everything is good with that inspection within 30 days, hopefully I'll get a letter of authorization for the simulator to be used for instrument training. And that is the ultimate goal, to be able to get this thing approved to save me some money on my real-world instrument training, and more importantly, be able to use it for currency after I get that instrument rating, real-world instrument rating. So it is going to be a process, but I think that it is coming along relatively decently. Other than that, I don't think that I have anything else. Like I said, Winter Haven is available on xplane.org for download for free. And yeah, I think that's it. Again, I do want to thank you for coming in. Let's see who we can go and continue our evening enjoyment with. I also have to give a big shout out and thank you to the Miami ARTCC for putting on this event. And then, again, I want to thank them for including the GPS fixes that I provided to them as well for X-Plane. Dipple X Kestrel, appreciate it. Thank you. He says, really cool sim. All the controllers for this event enjoyed watching. Oh, that's great. I'm glad that they enjoyed it. I enjoyed it just the same. I enjoyed participating in it. And again, I gotta give a thank you to the Miami EC event coordinator. Because for some reason in default X-Plane, there 3 of the 4 fixes for the transition were not in the database. And I hated the fact that anybody might have been excluded from the event because, they couldn't find these fixes. So thanks to Roy for adding my GPS fix to the briefing, so that all pilots would be able to fly and not necessarily the ones that, that just subscribe to Navigraph. Navigraph users didn't have the issue, and currently I'm working with Laminar to ensure that these fixes are included in the future versions of X-Plane. So, Manny Lazota just discovered my channel tonight. Excellent work. I enjoyed watching. Well, great. I appreciate you coming in, Manny Lazota. I'm sure that your time down at Sun and Fun down there in Lakeland was absolutely phenomenal, and I'm quite envious of people that were able to attend. And actually, my understanding is they hit maximum capacity as well. So that's really awesome. Sort of like, they call it aviation's season opener, and it's really busy. One of these days, I'm hoping to fly down there one of these days. I don't know if it'll happen. It's going to be a lot. Yeah, it's probably good in the 172. It's a lot of hours in wet rental, down and back. It would not necessarily be cheap by any means. Would it be worth it? Probably, but certainly not cheap. So that is it. Let's see who we can go and continue our evening enjoyment with. I don't know who is still flying on Twitch right now. And surprisingly, I've got nobody on my list. Alright, I'm going to leave this open to the chat. If anybody else is on that you follow on Twitch, feel free to check real quick. See if there's anybody you might be able to recommend we raid in the next couple minutes or so, because unfortunately I have nobody. So if you have a recommendation, go ahead and drop it in the chat. I'll give that a couple minutes. Let's see. I guess I'll kind of show you while I have it open here. Just kind of a sneak peek. This is sort of the beginning or the start of the QAG. Like I said, there's a lot involved in this document. It wants to know a whole bunch of things about the simulator. It goes to include a compliance statement and how how it works out, and how it complies with the required. With everything that's required in it. There's a lot here, and this is just a very crude, rough draft of everything. Goes to talk about the hardware and software. They want pictures of everything. Documentation, checks, specs, criteria, and then I still have to arrange a lot of this stuff in the correct order. I'm getting everything still kind of typed up. So, all right, well, that is it for me. It doesn't look like there's anybody that I can raid tonight, so I do hate to cut the channel short and not send you anywhere. Let's see if there's even any recommendations that Twitch can give me right now. Yep, I've got nothing. I try to keep all of my raids flight sim related, and even now I can't really find anything online. So yeah, thank you all for coming in. Have a wonderful evening, everyone. Take care, stay safe, take care of each other. That is very important, especially nowadays. And we will see you for our next unscheduled flight. Have a good night. We'll see you later.